Well, it's sure shaping up to be a hell of a hot day here. We're just cutting our linseed today. So you can see Paul just running up there. And with the linseed, we actually drop the straw out the back of the machine into a swath. And that's what you can see here. Now, linseed straw is basically, it's very binding. So here's the linseed straw, and you can see probably hopefully the combine dropping it out of the back of the machine. And if you're not careful, if you chose to chop the straw and spread it about on the field, often you'd end up blocking the combine up, which is obviously something you don't want to do. So we drop it on the floor. Now, obviously with my fibre hat on, I'd love to see this converted into some form of textiles. But linseed's actually very short. It wouldn't give you a particularly long textile strand, so it's not really designed for that. Flax is a much longer version of linseed, which is exactly designed for that. And I'm hoping to do a partnership on some flax next year. But instead, I've got Dad over in the loader with a grab on the front. And what he's able to do, we're going to have a look at one in a minute, but he's able to drive along with the grab on the front and essentially bundle all of that straw up into a big pile. And then we get to enjoy a little bit of childish fun in revelling in a small amount of arson to light these little fires. So hopefully you might see a little bit of that later on in the day. And so if you look here, here's Dad's just made a start gathering some straw up. So we've got these piles, and we'll get some really nice big piles out of this in the end. Dad's in the loader over there. We've got the grab on the front, so we can make some nice big piles, and we should make some pretty short work of getting this straw tidied up. So as you can see behind me, we've got the first trailer off here. There's probably around about 12 to 13 tonne in this trailer. This is some golden linseed. You either get golden or brown linseed. Don't particularly know the difference, but I do know that they're a very, very nutritious seed. You can actually buy them in lots of supermarkets now. But it doesn't ever yield that highly linseed, which means that me on corn cart today, I don't have to be especially busy, but I'm going to go and take this one back now and come back to the field.
And that's where all...
And there we have it, back safe and sound in the shed. Very warm at the moment, so it's lucky we're on this blowing floor. If you can see on the floor there, we've got these vents. So even when it's hot, even if we don't turn the blowers on, still kind of grabs a little bit of cool air through in the night and cools it down nicely. But we're nice and dry, about 8.5% moisture, which is absolutely fine for the linseed. And going to grab a little bit of food and head back to the field.